Imagine getting a phone call from a child, a sibling, or any loved one, not knowing that this will be the last time you ever speak to them. This happened to a family friend of ours, a mom who received a phone call from her daughter who had just been brutally attacked by her boyfriend of several years. And she was just left for dead. Erin was a young girl who passed away actually on her 19th birthday. She was brutally attacked by her boyfriend of several years. Signs of domestic violence had been shown throughout their dating history, and unfortunately for Erin, it ended up fatal. A significant problem is domestic violence, which is caused by physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, which can be addressed through awareness programs, community outreach, and with city and federally regulated databases. In an article written by NGERT, 30 million Americans suffer from domestic violence abuse, and only 1 out of 10 of those victims who seek help actually receive that help. There are many effects caused by domestic violence, those being physical, mental, and emotional abuse, and then on the worst end, ending up in death. In an article written by Sanjay, about 26% of domestic violence cases are caused by money troubles, and about 22% are caused by alcohol consumption. What society is doing currently to prevent domestic violence is not working, which is why we need to boost up our awareness programs, which helps spread the word about domestic violence and the issues it causes in Americans today. We also need our community to have more of an outreach. Healthcare professionals can have screenings for domestic violence victims so that they can have a full checkup on their body and not get any misdiagnosis. So by having healthcare professionals check victims, it also gives those victims a safe zone so they're able to speak one-on-one with a doctor or a nurse about any physical or mental or emotional or sexual abuse that they have been experiencing in a relationship. Also, by creating a database that is federally funded would be very useful in the prevention of domestic violence. By creating a database, something similar to a database that we already have now, which is for sex offenders, basically what would be helpful is with a victim who's going through domestic violence abuse, if they call the cops and they show up and they arrest the abuser, that abuser will go to jail and get charged for whether it was physical, whatever charge they had, and then it will be inputted into this database. So basically it will list their name, their age, what they were arrested for, and what kind of abuse they were charged with on hurting their victim. So by having a database, it will really help in our world today, especially since now there are a lot of online dating. People don't really know who they're meeting online and who they're gonna date. So it will be useful for someone to be able to just go on a database, type in a name, see if they have been charged with domestic violence abuse in the past or if they haven't, so they can go into the relationship open-minded and not being worried about what an outcome could be from dating this certain person. So we now know that domestic violence is a significant problem in the United States, which is caused by physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, which can be addressed through awareness programs, community outreach, and with city and federally regulated databases. In worst case scenario, for my friend Erin, she ended up passing away, and with all the things we can do to help make domestic violence more aware, just incorporating different databases for people to learn. Hopefully, we can not only save one life, but lives overall.